Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So we are back with a Let's Renovate Appaloosa Plains. We are just quickly making over Gavin Pinkerton because we are going to be making over the Metropole Manor. I think that's how you say it anyway. I could be completely wrong, so do excuse me. So I'm just going to quickly go over Gavin before we get into the actual build because I like giving them a makeover. I didn't actually change too much about his facial features. I thought it was quite, like, he had quite strong features anyway, so I just did a few tweaks, but yeah. So he is clumsy, hydrophobic, charismatic, easily impressed, and he can't stand art. When you do load into the game, he doesn't have the can't stand art purely for the fact that, what's it called, where they conflict with easily impressed, but I think there is a way you're able to get around it with NRAS, but I could be completely wrong. And then his favourite colour is aqua, so you'll see quite a lot of blue in his clothing and his house. His favourite food is cookies, and then he likes classical music, and he's a Gemini. The skills that he has is logic ×2 and cooking ×5. So he's quite a cooker. He's quite a logic guy. In his bio it says about him being a cosmetic surgeon in Bridgeport, and now he's come to, there was a lawsuit or something, and he is now in Appaloosa Plains. Sorry, I haven't got the information in front of me, so I'm just going off memory, so I do apologise. And for this bit I'm just doing the spinny bits of what I changed him into, because I don't know if you'd prefer to see it, what it looked like before and what looked after, but I wanted to try and keep the video as short as possible. Obviously that's still 30 minutes plus, but I did what I did. So it is a very modern house, as you can see. I just go around deleting everything that I don't want, obviously all like the windows and the furniture. And then, so it originally had 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, I do believe, and I turn it into a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom with a study. So where the bedroom was in the house before, like the 3rd bedroom, it is now a study. I do make the house a little bit smaller, so it's not quite as long, but it's got a garage there, so it still does look like a nice L-shape home. I do this little jut out on the back. That is where the kitchen is going to be. I do use quite a lot of constrained floor elevation in this house, so if you do download this house or want to do anything to it, please bear in mind that it does use constrained floor elevation, and you'll see that I have to mess with it quite a bit. Obviously if you don't know what to do with it, please don't mess with the house, because you will struggle to get it back to how it was looking before. But I absolutely love how this turns out. It's completely out of my comfort zone, but I can't wait for you guys to see it and see what you think about it. I know I did one similar to this with the Thornton Manor, but I don't know, I just really like this style. It's not what I'd say is my comfort zone, and the interior is definitely out of my comfort zone, very different, and yeah, I really love how it turns out anyway. Excuse me, I've just had a smoothie and it was delicious, but it's like repeating on me, so I do apologise. And I also keep in the back here is the little balcony area. It's not actually got access from any of the rooms upstairs or anything like that, so you do have to go outside up the stairs to get to the, like, I'll just call it a rooftop thing or something like that, because that's what it is. And then I go around and I get rid of this back bit at the top here. I do ultimately put this roof bit back, but it's actually going to be a little balcony. I do just get rid of that bit, and then I was like, I want that back, so that's what I did. And I do apologise if there's too much camera spinning. I do apologise. I have to get everything from a different angle to see what's going on, so there's quite a lot of spinning, so again I do apologise. What else is there? I absolutely love the back garden. I went all out, guys. I went so all out. This house is very much the party house, or if you just want to show your wealth, because this house, I think, was just under 400,000 when I finished, which to me is astronomical. I know like people have done like millions of pounds, millions of simoleons houses, and yeah, but this is just, it's got everything you could ever think of. It hasn't got like a, what's it called, a pool table or anything like that, but it's definitely quite extravagant. As always, it does have a laundry room, which is located behind the stairs, and a nice fireplace as well. It's a very modern one. And yes, I've said about the study. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, to be honest. As you can see, I'm always faffing about with the constraint floor elevation, which it does that, and then it's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. But yeah, so I literally don't know what else to say. I hope you're all doing really very well. I hope you're all doing really well and staying safe. Let me know if you've been up to anything fun. It's only been a couple of days since I recorded my last voiceover, but I'm on a roll and I wanted to get this done so it can be uploading and ready for you guys. I'm not planning to release this for a little bit, but we shall see. I might get the bug to want to release this, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm just doing the floor in here, and I took it outside because I couldn't really see what I was looking at when you're in the house because it's quite dark. So yeah, that's a top tip for you. If you ever want to see what the actual colour of the flooring is, take it outside and then recolour it there. I found this tile, as you can see now, that I'm just putting in the kitchen and bathrooms. Why has no one ever said about this tile before? I was just like, I want to use something different. I always use the same stuff, and I came across it and fell in love with it. And yeah, so here there is going to be a bit of a jump cut in a moment. I'll let you know when, because I crashed my game, because I can't remember where I wrote this. I think I spoke about it in my last speed build. To be honest, I was using the Bider bug lights, as you can see here, and I went to like load out to like save my game, because you can't do it when you're editing a house in Edit Town without a family being there, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And it crashed my game, so I had to come back and redo everything, which I was kind of annoyed about because I couldn't remember what I'd done. So that driveway will disappear shortly. I tried to do as much as I could remember that I had recorded. I think it was about 30 minutes worth, so that's annoying. I don't think I actually put the gate back where you'll see it in a moment, which is really annoying. If I remember, I will go back and do that. I don't know why I forgot, but here we go. This is the jump cut. So as you can see, the driveway just disappeared because I'd forgotten that I'd done that on the previous, but I do put it back in a moment. And yeah, so this, what's it called? The planter bits where you put the plants is very different to my normal. I normally do it in like bunches. I've got a really bad sneeze coming, so I think I'm gonna have to just pause for like a split second, so I do apologise. Yep, no, that's not happening whatsoever. I was hoping that I was gonna sneeze and I didn't. So here you'll sort of see me start to do some landscaping, but I do just cut in a moment and come back once I'd completed it. Yeah, so as you can see, it did take me a while because modern is not my style and not my forte when it comes to gardens or anything. Basically, I don't do modern, but I had the building bug, and I wanted to do a Let's Renovate. I can't remember who asked, but someone asked recently when I was going to be getting back to my Let's Renovate and have I given up with it. The answer is no, I haven't given up. I was just taking a break from it because I had been building my world. But I came back and I was looking around and I was like, I really want to do this house. And I really liked his backstory, and yeah, originally this house had an absolutely ginormous swimming pool. He is a hydrophobic. Why would he have this ginormous pool in his back garden when he's clearly not going to use it? Obviously I've put one back in his house because there was one there before, but I'm gonna say that he's gonna use it more for entertainment purposes. Get rid of it if you don't want it, feel free. As I always say, once you've downloaded this house, it is yours to do as you wish. Just do not re-upload and claim it to be your own. So I'm going to confess something here, guys. I do actually use Katy Berry's Sweet Treats for these, what they're called, here we go, this thing here, was it called a column? Because it was the only one that's round and that I could recolour completely and it wasn't going to look stupid. So if you don't have Katy Perry's Sweet Treats, which I know a lot of people don't, feel free to just change that to something else. I couldn't find something that I personally liked, but if you've got CC or something in your game, feel free to change that 100%, do what you want. And then here is going to be a little, what's it called, like, I want to say awning, and it's not an awning whatsoever, it's just like a little outside eating area. It's going to have a little barbecue out there, a fridge and a sink, so your Sims can do a barbecue out there as well. Obviously it's got a lovely little hot tub. I don't think the Sim will use this because he is hydrophobic, but I thought if he's quite, not posh, but he's got money, he's going to show it off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see him as being someone that's going to be like, I've got money but I'm not going to show it off and I'm going to get people round so they can see how much money I've got, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'm just going off on a tangent here. I also do something different that I don't normally do. I do change the colour of the grass. I do the mowed lawn, you'll see it now. I really like the colour of this and I don't normally use it because it looks so odd when you're looking at like the rest of Appaloosa Plains, but I liked it, so yeah, feel free to change it if you don't like it. And yeah, so I think that's mostly the back garden done now. So we are now coming on to the inside. This is going to be the kitchen. It's not massive, but I really like how it turns out. It's very different. If you've watched any of my other videos, it's something, if you saw this you would have been like, this is not what Plum Bob's done, you know what I mean? Like, this is not Plum Bob build, but not a Plum Bob build, but it's me. I've just sort of changed what I'm doing because I'm getting fed up of using the same thing all the time. Obviously if I'm doing a traditional build I'm going to use traditional stuff, that's just me, I do apologise. But yeah, I use a marble and then I use that like upright slap thing, whatever you want to call it, at the sides. I did want to put the marble on the top, but I thought it was going to look too white against everything else, so I just use this like very light granite. I do try and take the cabinets outside and recolour them, but I didn't like how it looked. I preferred what I'd done inside, so I just kept it. It's just a very, very dark navy. Obviously Gavin's favourite colour is blue, so navy is a version of blue, so I did that. And then I did some hanging plants over the island area. I do make the island actually a different colour to the rest of the kitchen. I do a wooden top and white bottom, which goes with the upper cabinets as well. And then I make the appliances all white and silver, I do believe, off the top of my head. It's literally just been a couple of days since I finished this and my brain is already like, I'm done and over it. But yeah, I use a lot of bold colours in this house, which is again out of my comfort zone. So as you can see, this is the first pop of colour. Plum Dot would be proud of me. I'm using mustard. So yeah, I think it turns out really nice anyway. And then I use this glass table and the chairs that come from, I want to say Into the Future, but please do correct me if I'm wrong because I'm pretty sure I am. And I use the Into the Future bookcase, which I never use, but I love how it looks. It's got like the plant, it's got some books, and then I do the accent wall navy that sort of ties in the kitchen as well. And then obviously my plants, which you can't forget about the plants. And then I do a navy chair with white, and then I do a mustard coloured chair, which again I love. Honestly, this house has got to be one of my top favourite houses I've renovated. I don't like modern normally, but there's just something about this house that's so different, so I really hope you do like it. It isn't like there's nothing in this house for a kid or anything like that, but if you've got like a bachelor or someone that's got money, or yeah, this house is for them, or just someone that's a partier, it's definitely for you. If you want to get rid of the study, feel free and add another bedroom in there. You sure can do that. I just really liked having the study because I think if Gavin is kind of into his networking, as I say, like per se, whatever you want to call it, he would be on that computer, and there is a chair in there as well that he can then have like clientele or whatever come and sit in there. And yeah, because if he was a cosmetic surgeon, then he would have like consultations. Yeah, that's how my brain worked about this anyway. So here I'm trying to do something a bit different. I was trying to use the just a normal regular shelf that comes with Into the Future, and using the stands. I can't remember, I think they come with Supernatural, and just trying to create something different because I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was on Tumblr. They did a things of, sorry if you heard that squeak, it was my arm, not me, I promise. Yeah, on Tumblr, and they were using just different items within The Sims that you can use to create something that looks really different. Honestly, I think it was Tumblr, I could be wrong because my brain is a sieve. I did want to use an L-shaped chair for the lounge, but it just doesn't look very nice. I don't know why. I think it's just because obviously it's come with late night, it's definitely for the club atmosphere. But yeah, and if you don't have Into the Future, this house probably would not be the best for you to download. There is a lot of Into the Future rugs and items, but yeah. And then over here I actually put in the grand piano because I had this space and I was like, I really don't know what to do with it. I did try and fit in a pool table off camera, but it was just way too big and it was not going to work. I did struggle with trying to fill this space up, but we got there in the end. It just took me a little bit of faffing about. As you can see, half of what you're seeing is, you're not even seeing all of it because I did a lot of it like faffing about off camera, so you're welcome. Sorry, I'm really out of breath. No idea why. I have no idea. Maybe it's just, who knows. And then over here in this corner, I honestly cannot even remember. Oh, I remember. I put in one of the bookcases that came with, is it 50s, 60s and 70s stuff pack? Or is it 70, 80, 90? Wow, my brain is like an absolute sieve these days. I think it's 70s, 80s and 90s stuff pack. Or is it movies? Again, I don't know. I'm just going to say it's from one of the stuff packs. But yeah, so again, as I said, I do believe he'll be quite an entertainer. So I think having the grand piano and the, the guitars in the lounge would be where he'd do quite a lot of entertainment. If it's cold outside and he didn't want to be outside with his guests, he could obviously do that inside. There is a lot of black and white in this house, along with the pop of colour. I tried to do black, white, a navy, blue scale, mostly navy, and then a mustard yellow, which I think is like very complementary colours. And I don't know why, but I never really use yellow too much. It's such a bold colour, but I think that it suits this house let me know if you think I'm wrong. Not that I really care, but yeah, whatever. And then in here it's so simple, just a washer dryer and a mirror. And then we're on to the bathrooms. All my bathrooms are bog standard. I just take some stuff that come from the kitchen, like the marble and the wooden slat thing, plastic slat things. Let me know what they're called, because I have absolutely no idea. And then you got the shower in here. This one would be for the bedroom that is on the ground floor. And then upstairs, which originally had a, I want to say like open bedroom to downstairs, which it still does. But yeah, I can't even remember where I was going with that, so I'm just gonna go off topic now. Because honestly, my brain, I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I can't ever stay on topic. It's just crazy to me. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know why you saw me save in there, but you did, so you're welcome. I definitely try and save after doing every room, because we know what it's like for the game to crash. It already crashed on me once during this build, and I was not going to have it crash again on me, because I would have cried. Thankfully it didn't crash anymore. I'm pretty sure, I'm like convinced it's those bug lights. I have no idea why. Like, as you can see, I don't have CC in my game, so what's causing it to crash? I don't have even any store content in my game at the moment, because I don't use it for these builds. I don't know. If you've got any build ideas that you'd like to see from me, as in house builds, please do let me know. I'm in the mood to just build rather than building for a purpose, if that makes sense. Like, I will get back to doing my world, but for the moment I'm just going to take a break, like I did with my Let's Renovate series. But I'm hoping to come back with a few more Let's Renovates. As of now, I've been looking at my next build already, and yeah, so hopefully you don't mind. If there is a house that I have not done so far but you'd like to see me renovate, do comment down below and let me know. Also, if you haven't already, please do like this video. It really does mean a lot, and it really does help the channel. Also, if you haven't already, do subscribe. There's lots more coming from me. Just hit my headphone. I really am, for this like new year, I've got so much that I want to do with the channel. I would love to do a bit more streaming for you guys. Just normal builds without having a purpose behind them. If there's any size houses you'd like from me, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, that is the ground floor pretty much done. I do come back. I can't remember if I do it off camera. I do the garage, but I'm pretty sure I do it off camera. There is literally not a lot in there. Maybe I do it downstairs when we go back downstairs. We'll see. But this is the main bathroom. It has got a nice, lovely, nice bath up here and shower. Just outside of the bathroom, I didn't really know what to do with the room. I did think about maybe putting another computer in there, but there was already a computer downstairs and there's only one sim here, so why would he need two? But yeah, I do use, what pack is it from? You'll see it in a moment and you can let me know what pack it's from. It's a sofa that I never use, but I really liked it because I thought it would fit this sim. I'm hoping it will come up now so you can see which ones I'm on about. It's not this, don't worry. These are the chest of drawers that I use. I just want to, oh come on, Plum Bob, show us. I just want to show you what I'm on about. I'm going to watch it with you. These ones, where are they from? I record in 4K, and my resolution is obviously tiny, as you can see, but so I can't see what the logo was, If you recognise them, let me know, because I'll probably go have a look in game in a minute, but just so I can let myself know. But yeah, this room is almost done. I'm just doing a bit of recolouring. I can't remember, it's very plain, the little sitting area. I just imagine if he's got like a lady round, he can go have a snuggle up on the sofa and just chill for a bit. And obviously the bed's there if they wish to go woohoo after. So yeah, on the balcony I do just put 2 chairs, I do believe. I didn't really know what else to put out there. Feel free to add some more stuff if you wish. And then I add that light in. I do put a couple of these things here. What are they called? I was going to say pine tree, and it's definitely not a pine tree. A couple of those leafy plant things up there just to give it a bit of interest. Oh, I do the garage on camera. So I give the guy a bike. I don't know why. I just felt like he'd be someone that would have a bike. I don't know, guys. I never give my Sims bikes, so I thought I would give him one. And then I think we go outside to do the last little bit. And yeah, everything's quite expensive. As you can see, I do add in the convertible car outside. I don't know if you've already seen that. Honestly, I can't remember what I've done so far. And then he also has in his inventory the most expensive car, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. But yeah, he has one of those in his inventory, and once he was in game and in his house, I did change, so take it out of his inventory and put it into the garage and made it his favourite vehicle. So if you were to play in Appaloosa Plains once it's released, you would see that. I'm considering doing a release of Appaloosa Plains without the community lots renovated, and then doing one with it renovated. I don't know how you guys would feel about that. I don't even know if anyone's listening at this point, to be honest. If you are, thank you. I really appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, so here we're just doing the little seating area. So there is lots of seating area for your Sims to have like an outside party or something like that. And then I think I go up onto the balcony after this. So we are pretty much at the very end here. Thank you so much if you are still listening to me or even watching at this point. I know that I ramble a lot and what I say mostly doesn't make sense, so I really do appreciate it if you are still here. And yeah, so again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Lots more content coming from me. And yeah, as always, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.